we're going to begin making our lime or lemon, whichever one you choose. And with my younger students, I always have them fold their paper into a grid. So we have our paper and portrait, and all my kids know the difference between portrait and landscape, even down to kindergarten. And so as it's in portrait, we're going to go top to bottom. And then right to left. And the reason I do this is to keep them from drawing really tiny. And if the creases bug you, you can always iron out your paper. Then we're gonna start by drawing our rind of the lime. And I tell them we're gonna focus in this section and we're gonna kind of try to find a point halfway between, or you can tell them put your finger here and bunny hop up top. So however it is you want to try to get your students to get in this vicinity. And then you start here and we're just gonna make an arch all the way to that corner. And that helps them know where the stopping part is too. And then you're gonna repeat this line by leaving a gap and going off the page and down. Next, to get our pieces of fruit, I'm gonna have them do the circle. So it's just a half circle down here in the corner. So the next part is going to be your more difficult parts, but it's easy to do. You are going to start over here on the left side, and I have them practice with their finger. You're going to go trace down. We're making a triangle shape that's curved edges, up, curve again, and curve. So we're just making a triangle shape with curved edges. So you come down, straight line, then I tell them to make a U. So a long U, and then curve your lines and make an arch at the top. At this point I tell them it kind of looks like an exclamation point. So we're gonna repeat this shape 2 more times. So we're gonna make a long U, go up, and then make an arch at the top. Last one. Sorry, moving the camera. A long U, and then it curves at the top. At this point, you're gonna have them pick either lime or lemon, or whatever fruit you're doing. And I'm gonna do a lime. So I need a light green, a dark green, and a white. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the dark green for the rind. And all you're gonna do is color all of this with your green. I encourage them not to leave any white and no scribble scrabbles. We are working on craftsmanship and making it look nice and neat. So now white showing to the best of your ability. Then we will switch to the light green. And we're gonna color in the fruit slices or the pieces of fruit light green. And I'm gonna speed through this process so you don't have to sit here and watch me color all of these pieces. Just keep reminding them no white pieces shining through. So at this point you should have your 3 slices, or fruit slices, triangles, and then the rind. And then down here, I'm gonna do mostly green, light green. And then I'll come back to that. I'm gonna leave that open. Now, a lot of times I'm coloring mine along with the students. That way they're seeing me and kind of mimicking what I do, just to give them that little bit of confidence. Next, I'm gonna outline these with the dark green on the edge. That's the only place you're gonna put them, is on the edge. And then I show them detailed images of the lines. You're gonna notice that they have little squiggly lines. So we're just gonna add the little bits of squiggles. And then in the middle, I'm gonna add a little bit of white overlapping it, just to give a little bit of illusion of a lighter color. So once again, you're tracing around the outside. And then you're just adding the light squiggles of what the rind looks like. I call it rind, I don't know, the pieces of fruit. So outline again, a piece of fruit, and then add the little squiggles like it has on the slices of fruit, just to give it the illusion. And then you can go back in and add little bits of white if you want. And then down here, I outline with the darker green, and then I take my white and kind of blend that. Just to give some dimension. At this point, this was looking too stark white to me. So I had them take their lighter green, and we just barely added some lines. I told them barely touch the surface. You didn't want too much. And then you can go back over and kind of smooth that out with your white all over. Just to give it a little more depth rather than that stark white. And then once they were all finished, I had them pick their color for the background. I'm gonna use this purple. And once again, we're just coloring around and the rest of this page. Keep reminding them not to leave any white showing. It's gonna look so much better if they don't. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward through this part so you don't have to watch me. And there you have it. The only thing that you'll do different with the lemon, our oil pastel colors doesn't have a light or darker shade of yellow. So we just used orange instead. So instead of dark green around the edge, we used orange just to give those little shading effects and the squiggles of the fruit. So hope you enjoy, and let me know if you do these with your students. I'd love to be tagged so I can see them done.